Welcome back to the IPF World Championships 2008 here in Calgary, Canada. The six-pack lap of that. I got in the booth with me.
Heinrich Jansen van Rensburg.
There you go. You say better than I do. On platform one, it is the Master 1 63 kilo class. And we'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors, if I may, Alico and SBD. Without their generous support, these World Championships would not be possible. As well as Titan, ER, Rogue, Athletic Alliance, Inner Strength, Strong Arm Sport, Barbell Brigade, LVD, Alberta Sport, Bull, Ray-Ban, the City of Calgary, Loaded Bar Collective, and Strength Fanatics.
Yeah, the Master 1 lift is starting now. We just finished the Master 2 to 4.
We've had some battles already today.
Oh yeah.
And if the nominations are to be believed here, we have, it looks like a battle between Australia and Great Britain. And it's important to note, well, also another battle for the bronze as well. And we've seen several times before, though, upsets happen. Nominations can go out the window once people start missing lifts and hitting big PRs. 80 kilo on the bar for Stephanie Carrion from France. Very high bar stance here. Not expecting too much dramatics with these openers. Oh, nice and deep. And you really want to show the judges, I squat deep. No need to scrutinize my next lifts.
Yeah, you don't want to give them any doubt.
Whoa, that's deep.
That's super deep.
That was deep. There was no doubt there. Wowzers. And now we have Vanessa Lessing from the Republic of South Africa. Also an 80 kilo opener.
Wait for the chief referee to tell you to rack. If you rack before the chief referee tells you to, you get a yellow card.
I'm also expecting this to be a fairly easy opener for her.
Republic of South Africa. We got South Africa.
Your countrywoman, Heinrich.
Yeah, Vanessa. It's her first World Championship, and
yeah.
You know, she was quite nervous beforehand.
Is that right? Well, she took that one easy for the opener.
Oh, yeah, she got the first one.
And that depth is probably just as deep as you need to go. You go too deep when the weight gets heavy, you're just not going to come back up. Goes against all your levers. You just need the hip to break the crease of your hip, sorry, to break past the knee. We have Sara from France, 100 kilo even. Sara Muni. And thus far, I would say appropriate openers. Nobody's really tempting fate by pushing their opener too heavy. Nice.
So far.
Yeah, so far. It's still a nice, tight setup here. Low bar, hands right to the shoulders. That is a nice squat right there.
Yeah, absolutely great technique there.
Yep. All the levers in place to maximize her strength and force output. Take another shot there. That's beautiful depth. No need to go any lower. And Daniela Falk of Germany, competing 5 years, gonna open up with 115 kilo, 5 kilo below her personal best, and I'm gonna assume she'll hit a new personal best here at these championships.
Bars loaded says Piotr Louise Sinia Burr, 92.5 kilos for Louise, 115 kilos for Daniela.
See how she handles this opener. Seemed to walk it out fairly confidently. Yeah, this depth looks good. And
2 to 1.
2 to 1. And Heinrich is actually a judge as well, so we're not exactly in the judge's seats right now. The booth is a little offset, but you got eyes. You got a judge's eyes, so we'll trust your squat depth. Although sometimes even you're off when we're in the booth, right? It's hard to tell because you're not on the chair, right? Is it a different view from the chair, would you say?
Like I'm sitting, well, maybe a tiny bit, but I'm we're sitting directly behind the two chairs. So
That's true.
we'll have to take the referees that's in the chairs. We have to take their word, their decision.
Czech lifter, 115 kilo on the bar.
115 kilos to Anita.
Kenatov. Should be 3 whites. And
So-
it is.
So this is the Master 1, 63 kilo class. So Master 1, that's from the year that they turn 40 years old up to 49.
3 white lights is coached by Sean.
And we've actually seen some lifters hitting their prime while in their 40s. It's not completely all that odd to see some of these lifters in their 40s still competing in the open and winning.
Well, we've seen lifters that's almost 60 and they're hitting their prime.
Yeah, that's David Ricks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now the Canadian.
Holly's opener.
Holly's going to start off with 117.5 kilo, who comes from a powerlifting family. Whoop.
That was so fast.
Yeah, it was fast. Maybe a little faster than she expected. Had a little turn on there. She's on the board, 3 whites.
Lisa Rothman opening up with
Yeah, shot here. Yeah, a little bit of a helicopter on there. Maybe she got a little more speed than she expected. And we'll move on to Abbey Graham, 120 kilo. Abbey from Great Britain.
the Netherlands. Bar is loaded on platform 1. Bar is loaded on 2. Here comes Abbey Graham from Great Britain.
Yeah, we got
with
almost
120
lifters from
kilos
every
open.
nation here. You know,
Come on,
Australia,
plenty of time,
USA,
28 seconds.
Finland, Great Britain, Africa.
Everybody's well represented.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Abbey, this is her first year in the Masters. Pops the weight off.
This is good on platform 2. You're done.
Whoa, that was deep and easy and smooth. Bar path, bang on. Nicely done. And I feel like Abby's going to have a whole lot more. Maybe when the weight gets heavier, she doesn't go so deep. Maybe she does.
Yeah, she does. She does seem quite focused. You see when she squats
Very
down now.
deep.
Very deep, focused.
You know, I feel like she probably likes the hamstrings hitting the calves, but when the weight gets heavy, we'll see if she still
Yeah.
wants to go that deep.
Yeah. And next up, we've got Zoey Deeks from Australia.
125 kilo.
Australia is well represented here.
125
Competing
kilos.
6 years.
She hails from Australia. Shani from Brazil gets 3 white legs.
Had quite a few Australians in the World Championships thus far.
Now we got the, if I'm correct, they got 14 lifters. Yeah.
Bars loaded for Heather Ailes.
Whoa, she almost paused it down there, and this turned into a struggle.
You can see when she on the replay now, when she came up, her knees actually came in.
Yeah.
That, in squat, that's one thing you don't want to happen.
You know, take a look at this replay, like
Yeah.
you just said.
Yeah,
Her knees. Oh, they really came in on her. And, you know, you don't want your opener to be that difficult. Doesn't really give you a lot of room on your second lift. However, she pushes her knees out. Maybe the whole thing moves a lot faster. Now, we have 130 kilo.
This is Marjana Vasatatan.
Oh, come on. I thought you'd be my guy for the European names. 130 kilos on the bar. Nice setup. Yeah, that's a pretty clean opener. She's happy with it.
You can try to say the last name this time. I already said my own name.
Fair enough, fair enough. Another shot there. Now, she probably doesn't want to go any higher than that. That's right on the line there. 135 kilo being loaded on the bar for Zoey Deeks from the U.S.
Member for the International Powerlifting Federation, Secretary General in Belgium.
So this is the second last opener we have. Got Australian lifter next. We got 11 lifters in this round.
Yeah, decent sized flight.
Yeah, 20-minute breaks in between.
And these girls are going to enjoy a bit of a rest in between squats when the bigger flights are on.
Yeah.
Nicely moved, yeah. And Joe is on the board, 3 white lights. Nothing spicy thus far. Now, Picard of Australia opening with 142.5 kilo. Wow. That's a 314-pound opener for a 63-kilo woman who's a Master 1. To put in perspective, the current world record is 160 kilo. So we could see that record fall. She's certainly within striking distance. We'll see how she moves this. Been competing 5 years. Previous best squat, 150 kilo.
Men's and women's Classic World Championship in Helsingborg, Sweden. Bar is loaded for Karina Hedberg, 125 kilos. Here goes Picard, 142 and a half.
Oh, it's a bit of a struggle for an opener, though. I don't know if that world record's in danger.
Knees also came in a bit.
Yeah, it's, let's take another look at this. Some people open closer to their neck. That's right on the line, and these do come in and shift, especially on the right side.
It's both Australians. When they came up, the knees came in.
Yeah, well, maybe it's the Australian style. I don't know. I think it's coincidence. Let's hope. But, well, they'll have to make some adjustments for their second attempts. Otherwise, they're not going to have a big spread on their their squats. Now, 85 kilo loaded on the bar for Stephanie Carrion from France.
Well, everybody got the opener. We just started the second attempts now. So everybody's in. There's no worries.
Yeah, they bought their insurance, and now they can play.
So IPF insurance.
A little IPF squat insurance. Look at those elbows get locked into place. She's ready. Yeah, she pushed it. These knees came in. She pushed them out.
That was a bit of a helicopter squat.
What's that? Sorry?
That was a bit of a helicopter squat, this one.
Did it move around on it? Let's take another look on the slow-mo.
Well, it was from my, from my point of view.
Say, sir, is your head spinning? Get this man a water. Okay, now Vanessa Lessing, 85 kilo. Looks like these girls, the French lady and the South African, are going to go toe-to-toe in the squats here. Mirroring the attempts. Oh, that's on the line. I'm not sure.
That was a bit on the line.
Yep. And that's you being impartial.
It might be called on that.
Yeah. Yeah, plenty of the strength is there all day.
Yeah.
She can definitely handle that weight. Just needs to maybe push the knees out a little bit.
Yeah. But that's also the thing. Yeah, like Vanessa now, she's a first time lifter for in an international competition.
Yeah.
There's so much variables that come into play because traveling.
Yeah, well, South Africa's not exactly close, is it?
Nah.
And if she has to cut any weight and different foods, everything, time zone is way off.
The time zone, like, I mean, Ryan, like you, for example, you're in such a different time zone from where you come from.
Now, are you going to give these excuses for everyone besides the South African lifter? We got a grocery list.
I mean, we got Australians.
That's right.
That's even worse.
That's right. No, you're right. Now 105 kilo, sticks it out.
That was a bit borderline, I would say.
See what the judges say. Oh, they agree with you. And Sara, we'll see if she decides to retake it. That angle looked okay, but you know what?
Yeah.
Your hips don't always balance out at the exact same depth. No. That's why you got 2 judges on both sides.
Yeah.
Middle judge to split the difference. Daniela Falk from Germany, 120 kilo. This would actually match her personal best. But if you're going to hit a personal best, why not do it at the World Championships? If this doesn't motivate you, nothing will.
Bars loaded from Mariska, Republic of South Africa, platform 2.
Gets the lift off here. Depth looks good. It's a little untidy, but I think she should have it. Now she matched her personal best. It was a bit of a struggle. Will she beat her personal best in her next squat? Depends how much she loads on the bar. She might have another 2.5 kilo. I'd be hesitant to throw on another 5, but that's not my job.
Bars loaded.
Editor Kanata
Kanatova.
from the Czech, 122.5 kilo on the bar. Kanatova took 115 in her opener, 7.5 kilo jump. Should be within reason. No major struggles. She hit depth. Wow, a little sticking point, but she gets through it. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, free white light.
light.
She fought for that one.
It
Maybe
was, yeah.
if she had a 7.5 kilo jump, up to maybe 5 kilos more.
You know what?
She's got power in there.
I think she lost a little tension when she hit depth.
Bars loaded on 2.
Now Holly's going to return back a 7.5 kilo. She had a little bit of a helicopter at the bottom there. I think if she straightens out,
Yeah,
this 125 is going to move quite nicely for her.
it's your country woman.
Oh yeah.
We each got one.
She can. And she comes from a powerlifting family. There we go. Oh, little helicopter a little bit, but she's got a little more grasp on it. Still moving nicely. I think she should have it.
No.
Oh, spoke too soon. Let's take a look at this. And she does, yeah.
It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
I would say it was quite borderline, but now because she got free rates, or the coach, they can't go to the jury and to see if if it can be overturned. You can't protest if it's free rates.
I'm wondering because when she squats, you see it twist on her a little bit.
Yeah.
Her right hip might be tight today, and that right hip might appear higher than our slow-mo side, which looks a little lower. So.
Yeah. I've seen quite a few lifters that when they squat, like one side, one hip will be deeper than the other one.
Yeah. Hands up over here. Yeah. It's common. 127.5. Zoey Deeks from Australia. That's about, I would say on the line, knees come out. She pushes them back out. Knees came in for half a second, but she pushed them out. Complete the lift.
All right, she got it.
Yeah,
She only went up 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, fairly conservative.
Loaded for Lisa Rothman, USA, 105.
So if you just tuned in into a live stream, we are in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at the 6th IPF World Open, World Master, Sub-Junior, Junior, and Open Classic Championship.
Abbey Graham from Great Britain is taking a 10 kilo jump to 130 kilos. That's a pretty big jump for this weight class.
Yeah. She's got the biggest jump.
And she looked very technically sound.
Yeah, she was quite focused on the last one.
So we'll see how she handles this. Depth, whoa, a little bit. Maybe a little further than she needed. A little buckle in the bottom.
Yeah, she hit the bubble there at the bottom.
I think if she cut it just slightly higher, might avoid that little buckle. Let's take another look at this on the slow-mo. You see down here, torso's gonna, whoa, see the little, like a shock absorber with the knees. But she gathers herself and finishes the lift. And is 2 for 2, picks up another 10 kilo and 132.5 kilos loaded on the bar for Vahasatanen. See, you just got to slow down, young man, and you'll get there. Vahasatanen, 132.5. Marjana, and she is a very tight setup. I don't know about that. You know, she jumped up just 2.5 kilo, so she obviously felt as though the opener was heavy. She cut it short there. I thought so.
Yeah.
When a lifter jumps up only 2.5 kilo, they must be losing a little confidence after that opener. They felt something, and one of the results sometimes is you cut the squat high, just out of self-perseverance, right?
Yeah, there can be some strategy, because if you look on the score sheet, the battle for bronze and maybe silver, they're quite close to each other. So maybe take just 2.5 kilo jump, coaches, and just to see how the other lifters do on their attempts. Yeah.
Zoey Deeks from the U.S., 175 kilo. But what throws a little bit of a monkey wrench in that plan is when your lifter misses that. Now you're almost forced to take a little bit bigger of a jump if you want to go for a medal at the end.
140 kilos.
Joe had fairly easy work at 135. 140 shouldn't stop her. That's slower, but she gets it. Probably no more than 2.5 kilo for a jump, would you say?
Loaded platform 2, lift is good for Joe. Platform 2, Heather Ailes.
But you do see
Plenty
a lot
of depth.
especially with the female lifters. There's a lot. Most of their jumps, it's not that high, like you would have like with the male lifters.
It'll be, well, it's a lot of percentages, right?
Yeah.
5 kilos a lot bigger percentage-wise if you're squatting 120 kilo. Cass Picard, 147.5 kilo, getting loaded on the bar for her second attempt. We thought she had work with that 142.5.
Strong walkout.
With a couple proper adjustments, maybe it moves a little easier. Sometimes you get a little nervous, some jitters on your first squat. I think she just, I mean, she opened high for today. I think if this was taking place on her side of the world, in the time zone and travel and everything, things might have moved a little easier. But these are intangibles.
Yeah, it's true. You know, people from Australia, how long?
50-hour flight sometimes, or because you got layovers and everything as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know the people from South Africa, for example, it's about 30 hours.
Yeah.
Vanessa Hull gets 3 white lights.
85 kilo on the bar for Vanessa Lessing from South Africa. Speak of the devil. Now, we thought she handled the weight rather easily.
Yeah.
Just depth. She just needs a little bit of confidence. You were saying it's her first worlds. Perhaps she'll gain a little confidence. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. That looked much better than the second attempt.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
And she gets it.
For the Republic of South Africa.
Yeah, the knees wanted to come in on her at the bottom, but she pushed them out to complete the lift. And 90 kilo on the bar. Stephanie Carrion from France. Stephanie taking 5 kilo jumps, probably pretty comfortable with where she's landing.
Muni Van Leeuwen from the USA is loaded. Bars loaded for Stephanie Carrion from France, 90 kilos. Muni Van Leeuwen.
Locks the elbows in. Take a breath and dive it in. Whoa, nope. Nope. She started coming back down.
I think dive in was the correct term.
Yeah, she died. The thing is, you got to get really tight and keep your tension if you're going to dive bomb that in. The problem is at the bottom here, let's watch, her knees come in, and that's not, you lost all your stability. Good catch by the spotters there. Once the bar goes down, it can't come back up. It can only go in one direction once you start coming up out of the hole of the squat. So even if she collected herself, it'd be wasted energy to let her fight it out. Now Sara Muni from France, 105 kilo once again. Missed this on her second attempt. Gets a nice and tight low bar grip. Hands right to the shoulders. Keeping tension for her is going to be a lot easier when you get that tight. Depth. Oh, and she pushes the knees out. I think she might have it this time.
Yeah, there was. She looked deep enough. There was a pause in the middle. Oh,
let's take a look at that slow-mo. Let's take a look at that slow-mo. It was on the line. Yep, it was close.
Platform 1, 125 kilos. Loaded on 2.
Daniela Falk of Germany. This is going to be a personal best. Her 120 second attempt, I thought was right on that line. I was thinking a 2.5 kilo jump. She's taking a 5 kilo. I'm wondering if that's just slightly out of reach. Although with a little motivation, sometimes you see a lifter pull it off, right?
And it's for a PB, so.
No lift on platform 2.
Yeah, maybe that's what she came here for. PB, national record.
Oh,
no lift on platform 1.
Yeah, it was ambitious. Can't knock her for trying. And 125 kilo will stay on the bar for Kenatova from the Czech.
So this is the 63 kilo class on platform 1. The Worlds here in Calgary, we have 2 platforms. On second platform, we have the 47, 52, and the 57 women lifting at the moment. If you're on the live stream, there will be a link for the other platform as well.
2.5 kilo jump for Edita. Oh, no. Just a little too much. Sometimes 2.5 kilos enough to break the bank.
You know, quite a few. Well, all was about what 4 lifters now. They all have the same place, sticking point.
You know, only one girl so far out of 5 have gotten their 3rd attempts. Starting to reach their limit. Let's see if, quote unquote, my girl Holly, the Canadian of the bunch, is going to pull the trick here. 125 kilos. She missed it on her 2nd attempt.
Come on now, Holly. Lightweight, Holly. Mariska from Republic of South Africa.
Whoa, way deep. I think she's got it.
Oh, wow.
That's it. She got the rack command. Give it to her.
Wow.
Nicely done.
What a fight.
No question about depth. Good for the scrap. I like how the Canadian's looking, my friend. Look at the depth on that.
Go Canada.
It does helicopter on her quite a bit. She definitely has a tight right side. But I believe Holly's a veteran, so you can expect to have a couple banged up hips. And Zoey Deeks from Australia, 135 kilo, being loaded on bar for her final attempt.
Loaded on 1 for Deeks.
Just a 2.5 kilo jump from her 2nd attempt.
No lift on 2. Load the bar up to Beranger Colpret. Beranger Colpret from France. Platform 2.
Now, Zoe's knees came in both the 1st attempt and the 2nd one.
She's going to have to stick them out if she wants to complete this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came in. She fought him out, though.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
The core was kept tight.
She fought it out earlier. Yeah. It's like they threatened to come in, and she realized, no, not this time. They pushed him out. Nicely done. 132.5 kilo being loaded on a bar for Vahasaninen.
Bars loaded for Vahasaninen.
Vahasaninen. There we go. Getting a little help here.
From Gino.
Well, Gino, he bangs them out. He knows these European names far better than I do.
And far better than I do.
A 2nd attempt here at 132.5 kilos. Missed it earlier. Whoa, is it enough? Was it deep enough? It's going to be close. No.
2-1.
She probably took it a little deeper, but just a stitch too high. Abbey Graham from Great Britain, 135 kilo being loaded on the bar.
Bars loaded for Shelly Sanford, Canada, 105 on the bar. Platform 2.
Abbey takes great command of the bar here. Took a 10 kilo jump from her opener, 5 kilo from her second, really covering some ground in the squat event. Somebody like Abbey who likes to take big jumps, when you're going off of the openers and the projected totals, you can throw that right out the window. She can cover a lot of ground quickly.
Well, the first 2 attempts did look pretty good. It was solid. It both looked the same. So 5 kilos might not be too much for her.
Here goes Abbey.
Depth is there. Oh, I think
yeah.
I think she picked it up.
Well more than twice her body weight.
And that's how quickly you pick up 15 kilo in one event.
Wow.
Abbey covering some major ground.
Load the bar for Joe Ida. Here comes
Joe Ida of the U.S. of A, 142.5 kilo. Well, her third and final attempt in the squats, just a 2.5 kilo jump. Sensing the end is near.
Loaded on 1 for Joe.
Now, if she gets this, she moves into the gold medal position on the squat event. And Abbey Graham snagged herself the bronze medal with that last effort she just gave. So Abbey already sitting in third place, and Joe looking to take first. Whoa, and I think she's got it.
I think she got the gold in squat there.
Yeah,
yes, she did.
She's in the gold medal position. Now, Picard still has an opportunity to come back out. Oh, that was depth, no question about that.
Picard and Aita got the same, the same squat, though, 142.5, but Aida is a bit light in body weight, so that's why she's got the gold. So Picard wants to try to get the gold now back.
And she failed to hit this in her second. I think she just bit off a little more than she could chew on today anyways. I know she's hit this before. She's hit heavier, actually. Oh, and I eat my words, sir.
What a fight.
A lioness comes out for that third attempt, and she needed it.
Oh, she wants it. So
there you go.
Gold in the squad goes to Australia. The silver to USA, and Great Britain got the bronze.
And we are going to take a 20-minute break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back in the bench press event. Real quickly, thanks to SPD and Alico. See you in 20. And welcome back to the IPF World Championships 2008. This is the women's 57 kilo and 63 kilo M1. Picking up at the bench press. I am six-pack lapping at. And
I'm Heinrich Jansen van Rensburg.
we're going to start off with a 45 kilo attempt by Vanessa Lessing from the Republic of South Africa. We have a full field. Nobody bombed out in squats.
Yeah, the squats was quite interesting. There were quite a few fights between the lifters. And hopefully we'll see there's some big benches coming up.
Yeah, out of the squats, Picard had failed 147.5 in her second attempt, and I thought it was just going to be too much for the day. Came back and nailed it in her last attempt. I had to take the foot out of my mouth. She walked away with the gold medal.
Oh man, that was a fight in the last squat was amazing.
Yeah.
Republic of South Africa. Vanessa has 99 pounds on the bar, or 45 kilos.
Vanessa going
That's 99
to 45 kilos.
Nice controlled on the way down. That looked
That was almost too easy.
She could have done that for about 6 to 7 reps.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying she's relatively new on the international scene, so maybe confidence, not fully confident with what she can do yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to take any chances. She did travel quite a bit. If you're at all nervous, have an opener you're confident in. You could hit on your worst day.
But it's once you get that first attempt in, squat, bench, deadlift.
Yeah.
Once you get that, that's the confident lift.
Yeah, it's a confident lift, and it also bought you your insurance for the rest of the bench event. Next two, put as much as you want. Your safety advance into the deadlifts. Edita Kanatova from the Czech, 60 kilo on the bar.
Edita Kanatova from the Czech Republic.
Edita just setting her grip. Yeah, no major struggles there. That's how a bench opener should look. And 3 white lights.
So if you just tune into the live stream, you can follow the score sheet as well. It will be at the bottom right corner. Just click there, then you can follow the lift. You can see what the lifters are going for and how super close they are.
62 kilo being loaded on the bar for Holly.
Bar's loaded, here comes Holly. Come on, Holly.
Holly, the Canadian in the field at the World Championships in Canada. A lot of Canadians in the audience right now. Oh, did she jump that Canadian, I think?
Yeah, that was touch and go. She jumped the gun on that one.
Yeah, a little excited. A little excited. Easy mistake to fix. I don't think the weight was a problem.
Yeah, it did look easy.
Yeah. I don't think she's at all that worried. I think she actually missed her. Did she miss her opening squat, come back, hit it, and then kept it moving? Might have been her second, but anyways, she's a veteran. I'm sure she can make the adjustments. 65 kilo on the bar now for Sara from France.
She hails from France. She's got 65 kilos on the bar. Lifters on platform 2. You have a little over 1 minute to change your openers. A little over 1 minute to change your openers.
And you'll see some of the lifters here setting up the arch, gets their levers in position. You're able to lock your lats, mitigate the motion a little bit, range of motion. And Sara is good for 3 white lights and picks up 65 kilo. 67.5 kilo now being loaded on the bar for Daniela Falk of Germany.
Hey, you talked to him about the Austrian national championship, what a great platform they had.
Judging by her personal best being 70 kilo, this could be a bit of a scrap.
Germany, 67.5 kilos.
likely pacing herself
Talk about the big screen.
to take 2.5 kilo jumps and hopefully hit a PR in her third attempt.
30 seconds to change your openers. Platform 2, 30 seconds to change your openers.
I think she's trying to hug that bench with the thighs there. I mean, it's totally legal. You're allowed to, and it sometimes stabilizes your core to push. Nicely done. That moved very smoothly.
Yeah, well, it worked for her.
Yes, 3 wide lines. Give her a round of applause. Thank
See all different styles. See how her thighs are hugging that bench. The hamstrings flex and squeeze against it. Really bases her out. Keeps your butt down, which is one of the things a lot of lifters have. Your butt raises when you press. Now, Margiana from Finland, 10-year veteran in the game. Opening with 70 kilos. She's hit 75 in competition. Should be well within her means. Gets the lift off. Now she's allowed to set up until she gets the command to start. And now she can't keep adjusting. And that's a smooth bench.
And Vahasantanen Huva Swami.
Vahasantanen is on the board.
Finland. Build the bar for Cash Picard.
Now, Cash Picard is actually the reigning world champion.
Is that right?
From Belarus. And
From Belarus? Oh, yeah, she won in Belarus. Sorry, gotcha.
And Marjana that just lifted, she actually won bronze in the total last year.
So the rematch is set.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you call so many sessions. I could have even called that session.
You probably did. Yeah, last year this world championship was in Belarus.
Little short.
Calgary, Canada now.
A little shorter trip for her to go to Belarus, I think. 72.5 kilo on the bench. And I'm guessing she won't have any major troubles. Oh, gosh, I feel like I
maybe
jinxed her.
spoke, yeah.
But you know what? Okay, so ordinarily I'd be a little worried. But Cass had that issue in squats. We started, well, I was counting her out, came back and hit it, and took the gold medal in there.
That's a bit of a tough one on your opener.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying she's going to add a lot more onto it after that, but she still could hit that 72.5 kilo.
Platform 1, platform 2. Bars loaded for Joe Ivey, 77.5 kilos.
Yeah, just looking at that, she's hit 70 kilo before. Wow, was she opening with a personal best? What did she hit in Belarus?
75. She missed 77.5.
So she's hit 75 before. Well, we'll see if she can make the adjustments. Right now we have 77.5 kilo on the bar for Joe Ita. And she makes easy work of it. So thus far we had 2 failed openers. One of them by the Canadian. I think she just got a little excited, turned it into a touch and go. I think she's going to nail it in her next. Picard looked like she actually struggled on that, but she's come back before. Abbey Graham from Great Britain, 80 kilo being loaded on the bar for her. And if you're Abbey, you got to like what you saw with Picard's opener.
Yeah. Abbey in squat, she was... technique was quite on point.
Yep.
So...
Went 3 for 3 in the squats.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the bench press. She's going to be along the same lines.
Come on, Abbey.
Nothing crazy for her opener. Yeah, that's what I'd expect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's impressive.
Yeah, and I'm expecting her second to be appropriate as well, and then the third just toeing the line. And that's how you win titles. Try to go as close to 9 for 9 as possible and build your total. It's one thing to miss lifts. It's a whole nother when you're grinding and emptying the gas tank. Steph Carrion from France. 80 kilo on the bar.
by my outrageous French accent.
Looking to get herself on the board in the bench press
Oh,
event.
thank you, Gaston. Cotré. Gaston speaks 6 languages, even though. Cotré Gamangère. Merci beaucoup, Gaston. Bars loaded, platform 2, come on.
And in the background, Gino flexing his French dialect for the crowd.
No, but that's only one sentence.
That's all he's got. So he's working with what he's got,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh,
That was smooth. That was nice.
this is going to be a battle between Carrion and...
You know, I like the attempt selection here.
Oh, yeah.
Put something on the bar that, and look at her hugging that bench with those thighs, based out beautifully. Put something on there that you're going to be able to manhandle, and there's nothing in doubt, right? Don't gamble on an opener.
Now, Zoey Deeks up next with 85 kilos. This is the heaviest opener. I don't think we will see a world record in this session. The world record is 142 kilos. Yes.
Yeah, how's that
142
possible?
kilos.
Is that geared? Or?
That is.
It's unequipped.
That's unequipped, held by the legend Jennifer Thompson. So,
Well,
yeah.
there you have it.
Who's the best bench in the world?
Yeah, of all time, regardless of weight class, regardless men's or women's division.
Bars loaded, Netherlands, Christine.
Nice and smooth. Yeah, it's funny. When you said it was Jen Thompson, I'm like, of course it is. I just forgot that she's actually a master. She's never in the Masters.
No.
I was trying to think what master lifter. But we had said earlier, there's master lifters competing in the Open. Jen Thompson does not age.
Yeah, if you looked at the record now, you would think, what guy is lifting in this? Isn't that the men's record?
50 kilo being loaded on the bar for your girl Vanessa from South Africa. And you know what, a 5 kilo jump, we thought she destroyed 45 kilo with ease.
She could have jumped by 10.
Bars
Yeah.
loaded for Vanessa, less than 50 kilos.
Yeah, she's being coached by Megan Layton, who's actually lifting on Monday in the juniors.
Bars loaded.
Yeah, still fairly easy.
Yeah. Okay, 10 kilos might have been a bit too much jumped.
Yeah, well, she's got one more attempt, so we'll see what she does with it. Also, if you're new to the international scene, build confidence. You don't want too many failed lifts to rattle you.
It's all about experience.
Now, a 2.5 kilo jump for the Czech lifter, Kanatova.
Bars loaded, Alyssa Hull. Bars loaded, Edita. Alex Matheson is going to
Now, Edita coming in with a 62.5 on her nomination, so we're getting close to toeing that line. We'll see if this is a personal best day, or if she'll have to settle for something less.
62.5 kilos for Edita. Alyssa's got 60 kilos. Platform 1, platform 2, respectively. Come on, ladies, let's go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she grinded that out.
I don't know. She equaled her personal best. Not sure if she's going to add another 2.5 kilo to break it. It's worth a shot, though. It's within striking distance.
But you'll see now when she got the press command, the elbows flared out right there.
Yep.
They are both benching 62.5 kilos. Bars loaded on one. We've got dueling 62.5 kilos. 62.5 on one.
Here Holly comes now looking to
Holly or Louise.
retake that opener. I'm not expecting any kind of a scrap here. Just kind of got a little excited and jumped the gun on the press command, that's all. Yeah. There we go.
Well, at least she's in. Made that look easy.
Yep, and she's obviously got one more attempt now. She's got to make a tough decision. Does she take what she had planned for a second? Does she take what she had planned for her third, or somewhere in between? Because if you miss your third, you got to go ahead with just your opening weight. So that wasn't how the game plan, but things change. You got to call audibles.
Yeah.
She's a veteran. She's used to this.
That's the thing. If you missed your first attempt, you have to go to plan B.
Yeah. Well,
If-
so
if you miss-
oftentimes you got to retake it. It's kind of dicey to move up,
Yeah.
even though you missed your first.
If
So
you,
then,
if you missed your first and your second, just have a plan to bench it.
yeah, yeah, everything goes out the window at that point. So Sara, Sara Muni from France, 70 kilo on the bar. Five kilo jump. That's a decent jump on the bench press. Oh, a little speed wobbles, but she's got it. I think she's good for it. I don't think the bar came back down. It just stalled.
Yeah.
3 whites. The judges agree.
Load the bar for Shelly Sanford on 2. Bars loaded. And Daniela
Take a look at this.
Falk.
You can see the leg drive. She never raises her butt off the bench, so. But the leg drive was definitely kicking in.
Bars loaded on
72.5 kilo loaded on the bar for Daniela Falk. And this would be her personal best.
Shelly Sanford. Lift is good.
Oh, it's work, but she has it. There's a personal best for Daniela. And apparently, peaking went well for this competition.
She's happy.
Yeah, now here. We're loading 72.5 for Cass Picard. This is the defending world champion. You hate to see her lose her title, bombing out. But she has rallied back before. She's just got to get that much tighter. Controlled. Wow!
Oh, yeah. You were
I
right.
told you.
She came back.
I told you. I said she's a lioness.
Wow.
There's a reason why she's a world champion. I bet against her once not being able to come back. I will not make that mistake again. Beautiful bench press right there. And it makes you wonder why she even missed the first one, how easy that was. And Vaha Santanen also going to take 72.5 kilos on her second attempt.
Well, everybody's in. That's the most important.
We're all in. Now, how are you gonna bet against Picard now? Seeing her come back this many times, and that's where you got to be calm, cool, collected, and not lose yourself because you missed a lift. Oh, it stalls, but
wow.
I think she's got that.
She broke through that sticking point.
Yep.
Lift is good on 1, lift is good on 2 for USA and for Finland. Load the bar for
And Joe, 82.5 kilo. Joe looks like she's rounding out in gold medal position, possibly, at least within striking distance. We still got Graham and Deeks, as well as Carrion.
Yeah, I see the helps.
It'll depend how well Joe takes this and if she wants to make a big jump. She's making a 5 kilo jump here.
There's quite a battle for the bench medals between with the next 4 lifters, Joe included.
I mean, it really depends. After you get a bite on that second attempt, some people shy away and resort to 2.5 kilo jumps. Some people go all in and go for that 5 kilo. The brakes really come on quick when it comes to the bench press. 2.5 kilo can make all the difference. No lift off.
Come on, Joe. Lightweight, Joe.
Nice setup.
Platform 1, platform 2, the lift is good.
Oh, it's a bit of a fight, isn't it? Oh no, it's coming back down. They should just take it.
Her elbows flared out when just as she came up.
Yeah, she might retake that weight, but she was shaking her head. She was not happy with that result at all.
Now you see a lot of lifters, especially in unequipped, in the bench, doesn't want a handoff in the bench. They they unrack it themselves. You know, why is that?
I don't know. It might be the way they train because they often have to do that alone in training. I agree with you where, I mean, it's a lot easier to keep your setup when you have a lift off, but if you're not used to it, it can throw you off. Sometimes lift offs are a little uneven as well. Now Graham, nice control of that weight. No hesitation there. She took a 5 kilo jump. I think she could take another.
Yeah. Graham looks very controlled.
Oh yeah.
Throughout this whole competition.
Now she might end up taking the gold medal in the bench. Let's see what she decides for her last attempt.
Yeah, at the moment she's in the lead, but if Stephanie gets the next lift, she will take the lead on body weight.
And then we have Deeks as well. We got 2 more lifters. For now, Graham is in the lead for the bench. Now Stephanie Carrion with 85 kilo on the bench. Whoa!
Wow.
They caught that right before it landed on her teeth.
No lift on 1.
Good job by the spotters. Quick reflexes. Rick, take a look at this. Whoa! Hey, she's almost kissing that bar for a second there.
All right. Well, Graham still got the bench gold, and Deeks from Australia
Zoey Deeks,
going 90 kilos.
And the bar is loaded, says Nicola Bussolea.
Yeah, thus far, Graham is still sitting in the #1 spot. Still some lifting to do, though. This is only a second round of benching. They got 1 more attempt each. A lot can happen with one last attempt. Deeks, big setup here. Oh, nicely done. And that should be good. 90 kilos on the board for Zoey Deeks. Moves in the lead, bumps Graham into second position.
RPE 10.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to say we got 1 more lift to go. I'm not sure how much more she's going to be able to put on the bar and successfully hit it.
She's probably going to put 2.5 kilos on.
I would be shocked if she went more.
Yeah. But you know, with these Australians in this session, you never know.
They're scrappy because Picard has been. Yeah, I thought I counted her out in the squats.
Yeah.
You counted her out in the bench, and she rallies back every time.
And you know what? A deadlift is her base lift.
Yeah, that's scary, isn't it? Vanessa Lessing, Republic of South Africa. Yeah, so Deeks did go up just 2.5 kilo.
Yeah.
Well advised by her team. Just 2.5 kilo for your fellow South African here. I'm expecting no major fight. Whoa, wow, let me take the foot out of my mouth.
No lift on 1. Load the bar for Anita.
Still went 2 for 3.
From the Czech Republic.
And 65 kilo being loaded on the bar for Kanatova of the Czech. 2.5 kilo jump.
Bars loaded on 1, Anita.
Now, Kanatova, previously her nominated total has 62.5 kilo on there, so this could be a personal best for her.
She did fight quite a bit on the second attempt.
I mean, she's really got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You only got 2.5 kilo jumps, so let's see what she can do with it. Oh, no. Elbows kind of flared out pretty quickly. It was a little early.
No lift on 1. Here goes Lisa Rothman on 2. 137.8 pounds for
Now 65 kilo being loaded on the bar for Holly. And the Canadian The sides, just a 2.5 kilo jump. I'm expecting that would have been her second attempt. We were wondering if she was going to jump for her planned third.
Yeah.
Better to play it safe, though.
But I think the second one she was maybe just a bit careful just to get the bench in.
Yeah.
Christine Ravello from the Netherlands. Bars loaded.
Nicely done. Yeah.
Very nice.
Pretty smooth. And you can see why that was probably her second, the weight she'd wanted on her second. Probably did have another 2.5 kilo if she wanted to take a third, but save it for the deadlifts. And 72.5 kilo being loaded on the bar for Sara Muni from France.
Yeah, she's one of 2 French lifters in this flight.
Yeah, we got 2 French lifters, 2 Aussie lifters, and of course a Canadian and a South African.
On the bar from Mariska Casey, Republic of South Africa. Come now, Mariska, come now.
Looking to go 3 for 3 in the bench press. Oh, wow, it's a scrap. I think it came back down, yeah. No need to expend more energy when it's already a lost cause. The barbell already came up, down movement. What's it going to happen? And 75 kilos going to get loaded on the bar for Daniela Falk.
Mariska Casey is coming up at 65 kilos on platform 2. Bars loaded. Load the bar for Daniela Falk. Come, Mariska, come.
And a 2.5 kilo jump for Daniela. Took a 5 kilo jump from her opener. This is way in personal best territory for Daniela.
Oh, she got it all together that time. What did the referee say?
Whoa, yeah, just a little too much. Broke it off the chest, but that was as far as she goes.
Commonwealth record. Best in all of the Commonwealth. Don't simply clean.
And Picard, the defending world champion, up next. The bar will stay loaded at 75 kilo. Cass had missed her bench opener. We all were wondering, and then she came back and smoked the second attempt. So easy, you wonder how could she have missed the first. And here we are, just a 2.5 kilo jump from there, but it's a 50-50 proposition.
Yeah.
If it goes like her opener, okay, she's not going to make it. If it goes like her second attempt, this will be easy weight.
Oh, wow.
It's work, but it's manageable.
It just added that 2.5 kilos to a total.
That's right. Cass Picard with the deadlift she has, when you look ahead to the projected totals, really starting to pull away.
Right bar is loaded for
And yet, despite her dominant lead, she's given us all types of worry and drama. Baha Santanen.
Yeah, if you looked at the projected totals, which you can actually see on the bottom right corner if you're watching on live streaming.
75 kilo on the bar here.
No, nope.
Just a little too much.
This is good on platform 2 for Elisa. Loaded for Louise.
Joe Ada. Now, she had missed 82.5 in her second attempt, and she looked pretty upset by it.
Loaded for Joe Ada.
All smiles now, though.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I mean, you got to put it behind you, right?
Yeah.
You miss one, come out.
Yeah.
Be just as fearless as though you never missed it. This would move her into a bronze medal position. We still have a few more lifters to go, but Bronze medal for the bench. If she can get it. Whoa, wow.
You know what?
And again, a comeback.
So many comebacks.
Cannot count any of these women out. Look at that. That was smooth. That was easy. And now she's resting in bronze medal position. Now, Carrion from France is going to take 85 kilo again. She missed it on her second attempt. But if we've learned anything from this benching, a lot of these women are able to come back.
Yeah, this will give it a silver in the bench.
She's going to jump ahead pretty quickly with this one.
Yeah. This is the fight for the medals right here.
Can she make the adjustments? It's got to be encouraging for her to see other women in the same flight able to miss and come back.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Barcelona, 72.5 kilos, Canada.
Oh, no.
Not this time.
No lift for France.
She tried.
All right, two lifters left on platform one, folks.
We got 2 lifters left. Graham going 90 kilos and Deeks from Australia going 92.
This would put her, temporarily at least, into first place if she can get it, with Deeks lifting behind her.
However, Abbey Graham is the lighter lifter.
90
She
kilo.
will get the credit for the Commonwealth record.
Abby's going for the gold, yeah?
I'm being told this is a potential Commonwealth record overhead by Gino. An international record at stake right now.
Now, Deeks already got the Commonwealth record.
Is that right? Yeah, you don't win records on body weight. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Whoa, and she just moved herself in the first place. See if the judges agree.
Oh, wow.
3 white
She
lights.
got it. And she's sitting in the gold position at the moment in the bench.
Throws the pressure back on the Deeks.
You got it first, you hold the record. Barcelona to Shannon.
So we stand corrected. Deeks is the reigning Commonwealth record holder and looking to take the gold medal in the bench press at the World Championships. A 2.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, she's in the silver position, so she got that. But
yeah, she's got a Commonwealth
Yeah.
record. She's got a silver medal. Can she turn silver into gold with one bench?
The lift is good for Shannon.
The fights aren't, nope.
All right, Zoey.
all right, so Abbey Graham takes the gold in the bench. Zoey Deeks got the silver. And Joe Ayata from USA got the bronze medal in the bench press.
We are going to take a 20-minute break. Don't go anywhere. You're going to see the dramatic conclusion of the women's 57 and 63 kilo M1 World Championships. And welcome back. The IPF World Championships M1 63 kilo class. And we're picking up with the action in the deadlift event. This is six-pack Lapidat.
This is Heinrich Janssen van Rensburg.
And we are going to have 100 kilo on the bar for Stephanie Carrion from France. Stephanie all smiles, not overly sweating this opener.
Yeah, like Ryan mentioned, we are at the 2018 World Classic Powerlifting Championship.
Did I say 2008 earlier?
We are in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
It's been a long few days already, my friends.
Yeah, this is the third day of 12 days. This is the last deadlift session of the day.
Nice moves.
Yeah.
Clear lockout. Should be 3 whites. And that's really what you want to see. Nice sumo form there. Hopefully no major drama or struggles with any of these openers. $110 kilo being loaded on the bar for Vanessa Lessing of South Africa.
Miriam. It's not bar loaded. It's not right. It's 110.
And Heinrich from the commentating booth caught a misload. That a boy.
There was a quick misload there.
Yeah.
They're fixing it now.
Good eyes. Even from the booth, looking over your South African lifters. Okay, so 110 kilo. You know, we caught that a couple times. Never had a lifter actually lift a misloaded weight yet.
110 kilos. Luke is good for Stephanie Carrion at 100 kilos. Now Leslie's got 110.
And let's see how Vanessa handles 110 kilo. Relatively well. Plenty left in the tank.
Yeah.
Sets it down nice and gently.
Strong lockout.
Yeah. Take another look here. Nice little hip pump. Break the inertia off the ground, and once she has momentum, hips come forward and a nice lockout. 120 kilo being loaded on the bar now for Sara of France. This is her first year in the Masters.
Yeah, Sara and Graham from Great Britain.
Oh, nice conventional
years.
pull.
First year as master lifters.
Take a look at here, her back straight as an arrow. Hips come forward, the weight comes up, never loses her form. Plenty left in the tank. Marjana Vahasatan.
Marjana won the bronze in total last year in Belarus.
Yeah, definitely a medal favorite. Opening with a 135 kilo pull. She has pulled 147 and a half. Plenty of room to spare here.
Loaded for Marjana Vahasantanen.
She's the first sumo puller.
She doesn't like how that platform feels right there.
The Suomi is pulling sumo.
Readjusting. You're allowed to move the bar wherever you want on the platform.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
As long as it's on the platform.
A
Ooh.
little hesitation
Yeah.
right before lockout. You know, sometimes with the sumo, yeah, she doesn't like that. Hopefully that doesn't become a factor for anybody's balance. I was about to say, when it comes to sumo deadlifting, balance is an issue at lockout. You need to be based out. A lot of times you could fail even openers at lockout if you don't have the balance. Hopefully the ladies find their footing that they like best, and balance isn't an issue. And this will greatly favor the conventional pullers.
But sumo isn't cheating.
No, sir. I could honestly attest my sumo pull is far below my conventional. If it was cheating, it's not working for me. Nice pull by Edita from the check. 140. Plenty left in the tank. Take another shot here. No stalls.
Gonna stay on the same weight, 140 kilos, to Holly from Canada.
Yeah, Canada's been well represented at these World Championships, especially in the Masters class.
Yeah, oh, there's been a lot of Canadian master lifters.
Yep.
And they're doing also well.
Nice pull by Holly.
Oh, they bumped the bar a little bit with the legs. Oh, 3 white lights.
Take another look here. Yeah, I just kind of, I think I might have just stuck on her thighs a little bit.
I actually think the ball went
It left her
forward.
body. Yeah, it left her body for a second there.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. Daniela Falk of Germany, 145 kilo. Now, it kind of looks like Daniela has shoes with heels on them, which you don't often see for deadlift because it'll pitch you forward. And if you're a sumo lifter, that's really the hardest part of sumo lifting. You get pitched forward on lockout.
I don't know if it's heels or is it actually the same.
Oh, nice pull, though. Yeah, is that heels? Or it kind of looks like it. Looks like it's skinnier at the... Yeah, a lot of people talking about that platform right there.
Zoey Deeks, 145 on the bar.
And Zoey Deeks will also take a stab at 145 kilo. Zoey had a huge bench press today. Nice, strong pull. Zoey had broken the Commonwealth record, and when you break a record, you need to establish a total for that record to hold. So there's the Commonwealth record established. Nice pull. 162.5 kilo for Joe Eta of the U.S.
Yeah. 3 more lifts and we go into our second round.
And Joe is definitely in contention here for a podium finish in the overall.
Yeah.
First, we got to get things going with the opening deads. Thus far, we haven't seen anybody really struggle with their opening dead.
No, there was no struggles really.
Plenty of room left to go. Patient off the floor. Nice.
Oh, that was fast.
Wow, yeah.
Lift is good.
She is a very good deadlifter.
Well, that was the easiest opener we've seen so far.
Yeah, and it was one of the heaviest too, so she can really cover some ground here. She's gunning for a medal. What color the medal is going to be will be figured out as we go.
Silver, maybe gold, but that is going to be a battle in itself.
Well, let me tell you something. If you're betting against Cass Picard, I hope you're not betting too much. Abbey Graham, 165 kilo, getting loaded on the bar. Now, Abby's also been a very consistent lifter. And you're telling me she's not focused. Holy smokes. This is how psyched up she gets for an opener. I hate to see when she pulls for the win. That
Wow.
was easy money.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Wow. Picard?
Picard's got a fight on her hands.
Yeah, so Picard is opening on 185 kilos. The current world record is 202.5 kilos, which is held by Jennifer Thompson.
Ah.
So,
And that's actually in danger by Picard.
you know, that's 17.5 kilos away from an opener. So we might see a record go, depending on how the opener is going to
And
go.
that's the biggest depending on how, because we'd
Yeah.
seen in the squat, miss an opener, have to retake it, and then, you know, you kind of reset the clock there. So we'll see how things play out. Wow, okay.
Wow.
Very easily. That is a huge opener. We're talking 407 pounds as an opener.
Lifters on platform 2, no more changes to your openers. Lifters on platform 2, no more changes to your openers.
110 kilo being loaded on the bar for Stephanie Carrion of France.
It's going to be interesting to see what Picard actually picks for the last one. Yeah, she's going 192, going up 7.5 kilos.
Stephanie Carrion was loaded. Little over 2 minutes, Patrick.
Stephanie with her opener. Everybody's got the opener so far. Sumo style there. Arches are back way.
And I just got word, Cass Picard, when she won the World Championships last year, she actually won Best Lifter in the Masters division.
Wow.
So that's the equivalent of the champion of champions. A very dominant champion in powerlifting. And based off of her opener dead, it's going to be very hard to unseat her. But we got girls like Abbey Graham, Joada. They're going to make a charge at her now. Vanessa Lessing, 117.5 kilo on the bar for her second lift.
Yeah, she had a strong lockout on her opener.
Wow, she's got a lot more in the tank even
Yeah.
then. I think her confidence is starting to build too as the day goes.
No, definitely.
She could take another 7.5 kilo jump, I would say, maybe even 10. Now, 127.5 kilo being loaded on the bar for Sara from France. Also a 7.5 kilo jump. This would be over her nominated deadlift. So we could be entering personal best territory. Oh, wow, no, that came to a dead stop. Maybe a little early to be testing personal bests.
Yeah, I think actually, strangely enough, the knees actually came in. Just as she...
Well, when you come to a dead stop, the body tries to do all types of things to get it going again. And it was just a weight issue. And 140 being loaded on the bar for the Finnish lifter. Now, she was a little concerned with her footing, had a little bobble on the top of her opener.
I want everybody that's out here to give Delange a big round of applause. She needs to get pumped up. Here she comes, Delange, Colette. The bar is loaded. Give her a big round of applause. Come on,
Oh, it's work off the floor. No bobble on that lockout. Slow and steady.
That was very slow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the sumo was always slow off the floor, but it made you wonder at one point. Picked up speed over the knees and then slowed down again. You see the
Yeah.
the knee sleeves after actually catching her hands a little.
Oh, beautiful commencé. Beautiful.
Also, most people would say wearing knee sleeves while you're deadlifting might be some of a disadvantage.
Well,
because if the ball
especially,
catches the knee sleeves.
the gnarly, especially sumo, we've seen Tom Keane actually come out, fail a lift when it caught his knee sleeves, pulling sumo, went out back, ditched the knee sleeves, come back out and hit the same and win gold.
Yeah. Which he actually did the session before this one.
That's right. If anyone was here. So 150 kilo for Edita from the Czech. That's a slow grinder. Oh, just a lockout. Can she lock the shoulders back? Yes,
Wow.
she does it.
That was so controlled.
But it took a lot. Whoa, breeze aside. Holy. Look at the expression on her face.
Wow.
I don't know how much more she's going to have in her.
No.
That looked like it took everything she had in the kitchen sink. Wow.
And that was a big kitchen sink.
That's a big kitchen sink, my friend. 150 kilos for Holly. 10 kilo jump. That's a fairly smooth pull for Holly.
Yeah.
And she'll have some kilos left in the tank, I'm sure.
Lift is good for Holly, and the lift is good for Mariska.
152 being loaded on the bar for Zoey Deeks of Australia.
On the bar for Zoey Deeks. The bar is loaded for Zoey.
Zoey Deeks winning the gold medal in the bench press. Or actually, was it the...
It was Abbey Graham that won the gold.
yeah, she won the
bodyweight.
silver medal, but got the Commonwealth record.
Oh, slow start there. But she locked it out.
Gets the lockout. It was definitely strenuous on her.
Yeah.
I don't know, again, how much more she's going to have in the tank there. Some of these girls really unloading on these second attempts. Back round, shoulders go forward, and it's not because she doesn't know how to set up. That's just what the weight does to you sometimes when you're at your max.
Now, these are the master lifters, master one, which is between 40 and 49 years old. And we are in over twice body weight.
Yeah, and it's only second attempt
It's
still.
only second attempt. The weights and kilos that they lift here, these female lifters, it's double their body weight. It's actually amazing in itself.
Daniela Falk of Germany, 155 kilo loaded on the bar. They're going to clean the bar for her. And she gets a moment of rest.
Gets 3 white lights for Shannon. Bar is finally loaded for Daniela from Germany.
And here she comes, setting up in a sumo stance. 10 kilo jump from her opener. No major struggles there.
No.
Let's see how she handles it. Whoa, slow off the floor, but really gains steam when she breaks it. All smiles. Talk about patience off the floor with the sumo pull.
3 white lights, 6 white lights for Germany, Norway. Load the bar for Joanne.
And we're going to make a big jump here. You really see a dip. The top 3 lifters in this class are really pulling away. No pun intended. And adding these kilos to their total. It's shaping up to be a battle between Picard, Graham, and Ada. And the separation between Ada and Graham is only 2.5 kilos. So it's really, the silver medal is completely up for grabs.
Yeah.
If Picard can keep this pace, perhaps the gold is out of reach. Let's see how these second attempts go. Expect some jockeying around in the third attempt.
Yeah, first attempt, you basically just want to get into the meat. Second one is to actually see what's going to happen on the third attempt.
Try to see your competitors' cards.
See competitors' cards, yeah.
And then in the third attempts, I'm sure the national team coaches will be changing attempts and trying to get on the podium. Wow, that was smooth.
Oh, did she?
You know what?
Did she shoulders actually came forward a bit. Yeah.
Oh, no, did they?
Yeah,
Oh.
it did. Just as she came in and went forward.
Oh,
yeah.
no,
and
it did,
there she
yeah.
got the down turn. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate, because that was such a smooth pull until then.
Now, this changes everything how Aita, what she's going to pull for a third attempt, because she's at least gunning for silver, Abbey Graham silver, which
Yeah.
she's in silver position at the moment.
You know, it does. It really does.
She's going to plan B.
Well, the strength is there regardless. So,
Yeah.
you know, she's plenty strong. She's just got to, I mean, when you pull sumo, we had mentioned this earlier, the balance at the top becomes a factor. Abbey Graham, let's see how she handles 175 kilo. Rather well, apparently.
Wow.
And she has a lot left in the tank as well. Holy.
You know, she's the only lifter that's so far that got all the lifts.
Is that right? Is that her stats right now? Failed to, has not failed a single lift. 192.5 kilo loaded on the bar for Cass Picard.
This is 10 kilos under the Master 1 world record.
Now, if she feels as though she's ahead enough to take a stab at that world record, fine. But if Abbey Graham, who's looking fierce today, wants to make a play for a gold, she might want to settle for something a little less in her third attempt and just defend that gold. This is 424 pounds, if you're wondering, in North America. A huge deadlift in this weight class. Are her shoulders back?
Did she lock that out?
It was fast. No.
No.
It was fast and smooth, but the shoulders, I think the right shoulder.
Now, if you look at the third attempts, Abbey Graham put in 187.5 kilos.
She doesn't need to now. She could change it.
Yeah.
She can change it.
To actually, that would be for a goal when she pulls it. But Aita put in 185. And
You know, there's going to be some changing because both those girls, they just saw Picard miss. It's kind of a gamble. If you go too heavy and you miss.
You know what? If Aita from USA pulls it, she's in first position. If Graham pulls hers, she's in first position. If Picard pulls it, she's in first position. So actually, this is not even a battle for silver and bronze now. This is a battle for gold.
This is a three-way battle for gold,
yeah.
and it's going to come down to the very last deadlifts. Woo! This is the type of stuff you wish for. We'll keep you updated. I'm almost guaranteeing some of these attempts are going to change. But right now we have 115 kilo loaded on the bar for Stephanie, representing France. She has a pretty good sumo setup. Yep. Nicely done. That should be that. 3 white lights and goes 3 for 3 in the deadlift event. 127.5 kilo being loaded for her French counterpart. Now she had missed. Sara missed this in her second attempt. Looking to retake it in her third. And for an update, okay, so Cass Picard is going to retake 192.5. Abbey Graham is still resting at 187.5 kilo third attempt, which is, that has to change. It's more than Picard's current total and less than if Picard was to get her final dead. So that final attempt really doesn't make a whole lot of sense at the moment, but they have plenty of time to change it. And same with Zoey Deeks from the U.S. But right now, Sara's looking to go. Oh, exact same spot. She missed it last time. Bows out. Gave it a good fight.
Yeah, Vanessa Lessing from South Africa is up next. She took a jump of 10 kilos.
You know what I said? Either 7.5 or 10 would be good. She's been so conservative all day. Why not have a little fun with the final lift?
Just go for it.
Just go for it. You're at the World Championships. This is the place to do it.
Vive la France. Bars loaded on 1, bars loaded on 2.
Vanessa Lessing, Republic of South Africa. Taking a leap of faith here, jumping 10 kilo for her last pull. Oh, it's a little bit of work. I don't think it was ramping.
No.
It hit her thighs, but I don't think she rested it on her thighs. And the judges agreed, 3 whites. And there's the struggle we wanted. Come to the world.
Finally.
You want at least a little bit of a fight going. That's right. She's got more in the tank. Well done there. 145 kilo being loaded on the bar for Marjana from Finland. A somewhat conservative 5 kilo jump.
Yeah, we're into the third rounds of deadlift now.
And we're getting close for the polls for gold.
Oh,
And the national team coaches are just working out what they want to pull. And it's a gamble, because if you try to outpull the lady in front of you, she could be missing, and you might have been forced into taking an attempt you didn't need.
yeah.
And you get and then it's just too much for you, and you miss as well. You really got to judge your limit.
Platform 2.
Marjana. Final pull of the day. Oh, just a little too much. Bows out with a smile. And 155 kilo being loaded on the bar for Kanatova of the Czech. 5 kilo jump.
Yeah, she struggled a bit on a second attempt. It was a fight.
Yep. Let's see if she has 5 more kilos in the tank.
From Czech Republic. Bars loaded. Bars loaded for Mariska.
Kanatova looking to go 3 for 3 in the deadlift event. Whoa, it's just a little too much. And that's probably a lot to do with exhaustion. 5 kilo isn't the difference between a full lockout and not breaking the floor. But you get tired by the end of the day. These ladies have been pressing it hard.
It's a long day. It's hot here in Canada.
Yeah, finally. 157.5 kilo getting loaded on the bar for Holly's final attempt here. Now, she handled 150 pretty good.
Bars loaded for Holly Lassant, Canada. 157.5, 135 on the bar.
And Lassant is looking to go 3 for 3 in the deadlifts. I think she's got a lot of momentum off the floor. Can she lock it out?
Oh, yes.
Whoa, the answer is yes. Should be 3 whites. Nicely placed third attempt for Holly. Definitely didn't have too many kilos left on the table there. Got the most out of her body today and finishes with 352.5 total. Oh, sorry.
347.
347.5. Yeah, there we go. Lost my line of vision there. So 160 be loaded on the bar with Daniela Falk of Germany. Daniela's taking a 5 kilo jump here. 155 was work. Oh, she looked fired up for this one, though. She's going to have to be.
Bars loaded on 2 for Julie. Bars loaded on 2 for Julie.
Whoa, nope, just a little too much today. She laughs it off. Wow, that got heavy quick. That happens.
And you know, it's not a lot of rates in the deadlift actually. It's just a lot of green here.
Okay, so 160 kilo stays on the bar for Zoey Deeks.
She's got 160 kilos on the bar.
She took a silver in the bench, but took the Commonwealth record.
Yeah. And
So a pretty good bench day.
She will place 4th in total.
And I'm just looking at these deadlifts. So the U.S. team changed their final dead, and they're going to pull for the win and the win only. And that was a little too much for Zoey. Okay, so Joe Ada is going to pull for the win right now.
If she pulls it,
And
she will have the same total as Picard.
but she's less body weight.
Less body
And
weight.
she's banking on Picard not getting her final dead.
Yes.
And Graham hasn't changed her final attempt yet, but she's waiting to see what Ada does, I bet.
Yeah.
And then we'll see from there. And then all eyes will be on Picard. If both these ladies get their deads and Picard has to pull this out, this is a dramatic finish. And can you bet against Picard?
You know what?
She's a lioness, my friend.
She's a lioness.
The heart of a lioness. Watch yourself.
But I don't know. Graham has also looked very, very good.
Oh, yeah. No, I take nothing away from Graham. I take nothing away from Joe here.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. 182.5 kilo loaded on the bar, pulling to put herself in a gold medal position. We've come down to the very last deadlifts. A 3-way battle. Who is going to take it? Oh, Joe knows what's at stake. Oh, just a little too much.
No. Okay.
You know what? You got to load up. If you're this close, load up the bar for the win.
So Aida is got the bronze total.
Yep.
And now it's the battle for gold between Abbey Graham and Picard from Australia.
Now, Abby's the lighter lifter. Why is she pulling 185? Oh, she has to because she wanted to pull after Ada? And she can't go.
She can actually go down 182.5.
So why is this? Why is she putting extra weight on the bar she doesn't need to?
Maybe because she can. She's confident. She went 8 for 8 so far.
Yeah, I don't know if I do it just for the heck of it to say you did it. I put exactly as much as I need to get the win and not a shade more.
185 kilos.
Wow, she gets all types of fired up. Love to see it. Holy, that was
And
fast.
she's pulling.
Oh, wow. Huge deadlift by Abbey Graham on platform 1.
That's good. She is in the gold position.
Jumps into the top of the podium. Woo. And now all the pressure on the world is on Cass Picard from Australia. Now she has to pull 2.5 kilo more than she just missed.
But
because Abbey Graham's got a 410 total.
Now she actually can. She's going for Commonwealth record, but she actually changed a lift from 192 to 195, which is not necessary.
No, because Abbey went up 2.5 kilo though, right?
Yeah, but if she pulls
that's right.
Okay, so this is for the gold and the Commonwealth record.
Yeah. So why? For the record only? Oh my gosh, I'd rather be a world champion. I don't understand all these.
Okay.
Yeah, they both got their own goals, I guess.
Let's look at the lioness.
The lioness
Can she pull
is
the win out?
ready to roar. Oh my God!
Oh, wow!
Are they locked? That's where she missed the last time. Are they locked? She's trying to sell it to them. Oh, she did it! The lioness is roaring it today at the World Championships.
Wow.
What a dramatic turn of events in the women's 63 kilo Master 1 with the last deadlift. Everybody else nipping at her heels. The queen still reigns.
Wow.
That's a nice finish, my friend. That's a nice finish. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
So many comebacks, but
Yeah. Picard is a class ahead, and there's a reason why she won the best lifter last year. We'll see how it shakes up in terms of the best lifter for the Masters this year. We still got some action on Platform 2. If you're watching on YouTube, toggle over, give it a listen, and give it a watch. From everybody, and we also have the medal ceremonies later. From Six Pack Lapidat,
Heinrich Jansen van Eensberg.
hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.
this session, ladies and gentlemen, we have two distinguished individuals. The first is the Secretary General of the International Powerlifting Federation. Big round of applause for Dr. Robert Keller. And ladies and gentlemen, the President of the International Powerlifting Federation from Luxembourg. A big round of applause for Gaston Pelage. All right, Sasha, ready when you are. Squat, the 47 kilo weight class masters won in the squat, the silver medal, Republic of South Africa, Mariska Casey. And the gold medal winner, hailing from the United States of America, Lisa Rockman. Photos.
All right, ladies, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Moving on to the bench press, silver medal from the United States of America, Lisa Rockman. And the gold medal winner from the Republic of South Africa, Mariska Casey. Photos.
1, 2, 3.
And moving on to the deadlift now. Bronze, silver medal winner, United States of America, Lisa Rockman. Gold medal winner, Republic of South Africa, Mariska Casey.
Okay.
Robert, can you get out of the way so we can take the photo?
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. Gaston's yelling. All right, moving on to the total category, ladies and gentlemen. The silver medal winner, USA, Lisa Rockman. And the gold medal winner by the minimum increase of 2.5 kilos with a 305 total from the Republic of South Africa, Mariska Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa. Move on to our next category. 52 kilo weight class, Masters 1, squat, bronze medal, Brazil, Chingy Segati. Silver medal winner, Canada, Alicia Hall. And the gold medal winner, hailing from the United States of America, Muni Van Leeuwen.
All right, ladies.
Photos.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. Moving on to the bench press now, bronze medal winner, hailing from Great Britain, Louisa Burr. Silver medal winner, United States of America, Muni Van Leeuwen. Gold medal winner, Brazil, Shani Sagati.
All right, ladies. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Moving on to the deadlift now. Great Britain bronze medal position, Louisiana Burr. Silver medal Canada, Alicia Hull. And the gold medal position, Canada, Shelley Sandiford. Photos, ladies.
All right, ladies. 1.
Hold on, hold on.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Moving on to the total category bronze medal position, hailing from Canada, Shelley Sandiford. Silver medal position, United States of America, Moon Van Leeuwen. And look at how close that was. Moon and Alicia tied. Alicia took the win because she was the lower body weight. And in the gold medal position, hailing from Canada, our host country, Alicia Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Canadian National Anthem. Give all of our winners a big round of applause. Move on to our next category, 57 kilo weight class, Masters 1 in the squat. The bronze medal winner from Canada, Heather Ailes. Silver medal winner from Sweden, Carina Hedegaard. And the gold medal winner from Norway, Julie Dolly. Photos.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Moving on to the bench press bronze medal winner, Australia, Bridget Pugh. Silver medal winner, Norway, Julie Dolly. And the gold medal winner, Sweden, Carina Hedegaard. Photos.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Moving on to the deadlift now. Deadlift. Bronze medal winner, Sweden, Carina Hedberger. Silver medal winner, Canada, Heather Ailes. And the gold medal winner with a new world record from Australia, Bridget Pugh. Photos.
Ladies, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Moving on to the total category, bronze medal winner, hailing from Sweden, Carina Hedberger. Silver medal winner from Norway, Julie Dolly. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Australia, Bridget Pugh. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Australian National Anthem. Big round of applause for all of our winners.
They go out to 63.
All right, Mr. Lone, escort the ladies around the front of the platform, please. And the audience will give them a continuous round of applause. And then we will bring up the 63-kilo lifters. Music, please. Give them a big hand now. All 63-kilo lifters, please report to the platform. All 63-kilo lifters, please report to the platform. Move to the 63-kilo weight class, Sasha and Boris.
Yeah.
63-kilo weight class, Masters 1 squat, bronze medal winner, Great Britain, Abbey Graham. Silver medal winner, USA, Joe Ida. Gold medal winner, Australia, Picard. Photos.
All right, ladies. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. One more with the flag.
One with the flag.
All right, one more photo with the flag. Go
Upside
ahead.
down.
Upside down. Get the Union Jack up.
There you go. All right, 1, 2. Jump. Right here, jump. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Let's move on to the bench press bronze medal winner, USA, Zoey. Silver medal winner, Australia, Zoey Deeks. And gold medal winner, Great Britain, Abbey Graham. Photos.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. Let's move on to the deadlift. Deadlift now. Deadlift. Bronze medal winner, United States of America, Zoey. Silver medal winner, Great Britain, Abbey Graham. Gold medal winner, Australia, Picard. Photos.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies. You may step back now. Let's move on to the total category. Bronze medal winner, hailing from the United States of America, Zoey. Silver medal winner, Great Britain, Abbey Graham. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Australia, Picard. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Australian national anthem. Big round of applause for all of our winners. All right, let's get some exit music, George. Hold on, we're done, right? Is there 72, Robert? No, right?
Tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. All right, now bring him on around. Christian Fuchs. Bring him on around. Audience, please give them a big round of applause as they get escorted on the platform. If anybody picked up a bag by mistake, a kit bag with gear, a black kit bag with gear, please return that to the scores table. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.